I am so bad at intros. This is literally my fifth time trying to do the intro for this video. So I'm just going to give up and just talk and not edit it and not care about it. So with that being said, this video is me explaining why dropshipping on Facebook is back and better than ever. For a lot of people, it never went away. For the people that stayed on Facebook, but a lot of people left Facebook when the whole TikTok wave came around. And I'm here to say that dropshipping on Facebook is back and better than ever. And if you don't utilize this in 2024, you're going to be left behind. And I almost got left behind earlier this year, falling into the TikTok trap. I did get it to work for a little bit, but overall, just a much better experience with Facebook after doing both for 2023. So let's jump into this slide deck real quick. And if you guys have any questions, just put them down in the comments, or you can follow me on Instagram and ask me in my DMs. That is also fine. All right, let's move on. So real quick, here are my numbers from December. Today is December 31st, so happy New Year's. When you guys watch this, I'll be posting this tomorrow. But these are all from December. This is my store. This is a new store that I popped with a partner. And then this store on the right is a store from my old student. One of my old students hit me up and said, Layton, I found a winner, and he needed help scaling. And this is where we started scaling it, and we're still scaling it into next year. And then real quick, this is the last 6 months on one of my stores, and this is with 99% Facebook ads. I think I did TikTok ads for about 1 month, and it started to die off, and I thought the product was dead, and I was about to move on. And then I literally switched to Facebook ads, and I haven't gone back. And this store is exactly what has proven to me, proven to my clients, that Facebook ads is the way to go, simply because of this store. And I've been able to run it since June. And I'm still running it all of next year. That's the plan, all of next year. But yeah, let's talk about why Facebook is back, and let's kind of talk about like what happened this year in 2023. So the whole TikTok wave came around, and I truthfully just think that TikTok ads was just a huge buzzword in the whole e-commerce space, in the industry. And yeah, it sounded great. Like it was something new, Facebook. People have always had trouble with Facebook getting banned and having to make new accounts and stuff. And I understand that part of Facebook. Like, yes, it has been challenging like that always. And that's just because Facebook is a better platform. And it's like you need to play by the rules, and you actually need to be a good marketer and not just steal content. So I think it was like a net positive for the space. So that's why I said, like, quote unquote, it was easier. Because it was much harder to get banned on TikTok, and if you did, you could just make a new account. So it was like quote unquote easier. Doesn't mean it was better, but it was just easier. So that's why a lot of people went to TikTok. And I still think a lot of people are like their main platform is still TikTok, and I think the heavy hitters are on Facebook. So that's why I'm really pushing Facebook moving forward in 2024. And yeah, like TikTok is obviously somewhat new, has a bunch of users, right? It's like the fastest growing social media app like ever. So, it was a huge buzzword, and it was like, there was a lot of hype around it, and there still is hype around it, especially like TikTok Shop now and stuff like that. And then lastly, real quick, I'm sure you guys have seen these TikTok ad credits that everyone's talking about. I personally haven't posted them because it's a freaking scam. Yes, it works, but all your favorite gurus are posting that. So you can click their link and use their link, and they get a commission on that. And they're making a lot of money from basically doing nothing. But again, you're running ads on TikTok, which is like just not good. It's not optimal. I think Facebook and Google are number one and number two. So yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen the TikTok ad credits literally everywhere. Just be careful of it. If it sounds too good to be true, probably is. Someone's probably making money on it, and they are. So yeah, that was kind of what happened in 2023 from my experience in a nutshell. So I want to move on and just talk about like the goals of having a dropshipping store and the goals of being a media buyer, and you just want consistency, right? You want long-term consistency, and with Facebook ads and TikTok ads, you can get consistent results, but the way to do it is a lot different. With Facebook, I'm seeing more consistent results with one campaign and letting machine learning and AI take over, and that campaign gets better and more consistent results. Whereas TikTok, and if you've ran TikTok ads, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have to launch multiple campaigns every single night and then turn off the bad campaigns like halfway through the day. And then you're in a cycle of launching new campaigns every single night. So that is literally the complete opposite, right? With TikTok, your campaigns die out, and with Facebook, your campaigns actually get better and perform better as time goes on. So when you look at it at the grand scheme of things, you're inside the TikTok ad account launching new campaigns every single day, turning off the bad ones, surf scaling the best ones. And you kind of have to manipulate the algorithm literally every single day. And when you look back on things, it's like you're in the ad account every day, 7 days a week, trying to manipulate the algorithm. Whereas Facebook, you're hands-off, broad targeting, one campaign, and you let Facebook's AI perform better. So I would much rather prefer that than trying to beat and trying to manipulate the algorithm of TikTok or Facebook. I want to be as hands-off as possible and focus on just the key KPIs, which we'll talk about in a little bit, and focus on the actual important things in the business. I want to talk about how slow is fast and fast is slow when you're scaling. Scaling is a marathon, it's not a sprint. You can scale up really, really quick and then have things die out. Yes, you might make a lot of money in that time, but at a bird's eye view, you only made money for a couple months, and whereas you could have scaled this slow and steady and made money for a longer period of time, actually build a brand, actually exit, or really turn something into a big brand, not just a pump and dump dropshipping store like most people do, right? So keep that in mind when you're scaling. Don't get greedy. Obviously you want to still scale with good margins, but I think slow is fast and fast is slow. And we talked about machine learning and AI, how we want to utilize that with Facebook, and we kind of avoid that almost with TikTok. So it just doesn't make sense. And look, I'm not shitting on TikTok. I'm just waiting until TikTok is competing with Facebook for consistency wise and just overall better marketing practices. Until that happens, I'm going to stick with Facebook. So if something changes next year, which I hope it does, I'll make new videos talking about TikTok and how it's coming back or whatever. But as of right now, I'm just seeing Facebook is so much more consistent. And I advise you guys to be advertising on Facebook in 2024. So let's talk about the actual strategy, right? I know you guys want to know exactly what to do with Facebook. And if you guys have watched my channel before, you guys have heard about the one campaign strategy. It's literally just one campaign. I do it one campaign per country, right, per objective. So if I'm scaling the US, that'll have one campaign. Scaling Canada, it's a separate campaign. You have one campaign, one ad set, and then all your winning ads in that ad set. And it's always broad targeting, right? And then we want to test ads alongside our winning ads to either improve our CPA or to find more winning ads to put into that ad set. So I would stick to testing one ad, 2 ads a week, and seeing how they perform in your CBO, the one campaign CBO. And then the scaling method is super, super simple. You simply scale horizontally and vertically. That's the only way to scale, but it's a very simple process, right? We're going to be scaling horizontally into other countries, and then we're going to be scaling vertically by scaling the budget of these campaigns slow and steady, anywhere between 5 and 20% every single day. 20% is a bit aggressive. I want to go above that, but a 5% steady scale, it works great. And you never exit the learning phase, and you don't throw off the Facebook algorithm. You don't throw off the Facebook algorithm when you're scaling that slow and that steady. And again, I want people to focus on the key KPIs, which is what you can control. At the end of the day, the most important key KPI is your cost per purchase, right? We're dropshipping, we need to be below our break-even CPA. Doesn't matter how we get there. It just tests better ads to lower your CPA. And at the end of the day, you can only control two things: how much you're spending, right? Your amount spent, and then what creatives you use. That is the only two things you can control. Other than that, like, it's basically a black box where you just feed Facebook your creative and your money, and Facebook does the rest. So those are things we don't have control over. We can look at the other metrics like CPC, CPMs, and click-through rates and stuff like that, but we can't control them, right? We can control what ads we push out, but our goal is to have a lower CPA. So what if our ad has a high CPC but a very low CPA? We're still going to run with it. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? We want to focus on the end goal of the business, which is to get sales at a good margin with a low CPA, right? So that's the only thing I'd be focusing on. Too many people get caught up in the secondary KPIs and all these vanity metrics, and to be honest, they're just not important at all. They're really not. All right, so I hope that made sense. And again, if you guys have any questions, just comment down below or follow me on Instagram and ask me questions on there. So yeah, next steps, follow me on Instagram, guys. I post every single day on my story of just random valuable content that I experience through my day-to-day tasks as a dropshipper, and I just post them on there. I post like, short form content, so I don't have to spend a lot of time making the content like this YouTube video. And it's very valuable stuff. I just post it on there. So follow me, just my name, Leighton Schwenning. And yeah, that's it, I guess. I mean, we have a Discord as well. You guys can join, and every single Monday, I host a free call in the general chat. It's just a 30-minute Q&A where you can come on there and just ask me questions. It's completely free. Link is down in the description. And then if you guys join VIP, Viral Ecom Ads VIP, you guys also get another call every single Friday, which is just a longer Q&A, more in depth. Super beneficial, super valuable, and you guys get to meet other like-minded people. So, all right, guys, this is the first video of the new year, so I'm excited. I'm gonna be posting. I'm gonna try to post every single day of the week, Monday through Friday. So there'll be 20 YouTube videos a month, and I'll make content that I think is the most valuable. But if you guys have content that you want to see me talk about, just comment down below, and I'll make a video about that topic. All right, guys, take it easy. Happy New Year's, and I hope no one's driving crazy tonight. Drive safe. It's always a hectic time for New Year's. But all right, guys, take it easy. See ya. Bye.